Bundesliga Augsburg vs Borussia Dortmund prediction, team news, lineups preview. Two Bundesliga teams seeking to return to winning ways square off at the WWK ARENA on Saturday afternoon as Augsburg play host to Borussia Dortmund. Both clubs have built a reputation as comeback kings in the German top flight this season, with Die Fuggerstatter earning a league-high 12 points from losing positions compared with BVB's 11 points gained in the same period. Match preview. Augsburg's impressive six-game unbeaten run in the Bundesliga was brought to an end last weekend when they suffered a 2-0 away defeat to Werder Bremen. Goals either side of half-time from Niklas Stark and Marvin Duksch condemned Die Fuggerstatter to their fifth league loss of the campaign. But they remain in the top half of the table, sitting ninth and 6 points behind the European qualification places. Jess Thorup's side will certainly welcome a return to home soil on Saturday as they have accumulated 12 of their 17 points at the WWK ARENA so far this season. Only in 2014-15 15 points and 2013-14 13 points have Augsburg picked up more points in their first 7 home games. While Augsburg's form in front of their own fans is commendable, defensive frailties have prevented the club from making a serious challenge to the top 6, as they have failed to keep a clean sheet in any of their 15 games across all competitions this season. Such a statistic is a worrying one for Die Fuggerstatter ahead of Saturday's contest against Dortmund, whom they have conceded more goals against 61 than any other team in the Bundesliga, including 3 in a 3-0 home loss last season. Borussia Dortmund have endured a frustrating start to December as they have failed to win any of their first 4 matches in the final month of the year, including a 1-1 draw with Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League on Wednesday. BVB, who had already qualified for the last 16 before entering their showdown with PSG, took the lead shortly after half-time through Karim Adeyemi, before Warren Zaïre-Emery equalized just 5 minutes later to rescue a point for the French champions, sending them through along with their German counterparts to the knockout rounds. Nevertheless, Edin Terzic will have taken plenty of positives from his side topping the group of death and earning a seemingly favorable last 16 tie, but before they discover their next opponents in Monday's draw, Dortmund will endeavor to get their Bundesliga campaign back on track, having won just one of their last 6 games in the top flight. Dortmund suffered a 3-2 home defeat to Leipzig last weekend, a game in which Mats Hummels was sent off after just 15 minutes before Yusuf Poulsen scored the 5th and final goal of the game in the 91st minute to snatch all 3 points for the visitors. Sitting 5th in the Bundesliga table and 4 points behind Leipzig in 4th, Dortmund will fancy their chances of securing a positive result on Saturday, as they have only lost 3 of their previous 24 Bundesliga meetings with Augsburg, winning 4 of their last 5 in the process. Team news. Augsburg duo Raphael Framberger and Reece Oxford long COVID both remain sidelined, while Dion Beljo ankle and Iago thigh are both doubtful and will be assessed ahead of kickoff. Robert Gumney recovered from illness to make an appearance as a second-half substitute last weekend, and the Poland international is in contention to replace Fulham loanee Kevin Babu at right-back. Thorup is unlikely to make too many changes, if any, to his starting lineup, with Ermedin Demirovic, Augsburg's top scorer this term with 7 goals, set to provide support in attack for central striker Philip Tietz, who is hoping to end a 4-game goal drought. As for Dortmund, Youssoufa Moukoko hamstring, Julian Duranville thigh, Felix Mecca hip and Julian Ryerson knee all remain in the treatment room with injuries, while Hummels will serve a 1-match suspension this weekend. The absence of Hummels will likely see Nico Schlotterbeck partner Niklas Süle in the heart of the defense, while Thomas Meunier is in contention to start at right-back at the expense of Marius Wolf, who recently recovered from an ankle issue. After missing the midweek Champions League draw with PSG through suspension, Emre Can is set to return to the first 11 and could link arms with either Salih Özcan or Marcel Sabitzer in centre midfield, allowing Julian Brandt to operate further forward in behind Niklas Füllkrug, who scored his 5th goal of the season against Leipzig last weekend. Augsburg possible starting lineup. Dahmen, Mbabu, Goalu, Udukai, Peterson, Rexbekic, Dorsch, Jensen, Demirovic, Vargas, Tietz. Borussia Dortmund possible starting lineup. Kobel, Meunier, Sewell, Schlotterbeck. Bensebaini, Sabitzer, Kahn, Reyes, Brandt, Bino Gittens, Füllkrug. We say, Augsburg 1-2 Borussia Dortmund. A closely fought contest between two teams eager to bounce back from defeats last weekend is set to take place on Saturday. But Dortmund will be regarded as the favorites to come out on top. Augsburg have favored playing in front of their own fans so far this season, but Dortmund have enjoyed their recent meetings with Die Fuggerstatter and should ultimately have enough firepower to outscore their opponents. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.